Hey everybody, what's up? I'm Fane, back with more Medieval Dynasty. On the last episode, we went ahead and built this second house for our future wife-to-be, and we picked someone out for that purpose. In this episode, I believe we are going to start building a woodshed and a storage. So we're going to build those two things, and we're also going to work on wooing our wife. Can I talk to you yet? Is it time for that?
How can I help you?
Let's see. No, we need to wait a little
See you
while.
soon.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start building. So if we open up our menu, go to our buildings, we are going to start with storages first, and we're going to have a resource storage. So I believe... Let's see, obstacles. Oh yeah, so I think these stumps are blocking us. Let's see, is this a good place for it? Not actually. Well, we'll probably end up moving it to begin with anyways, so what we can do is we'll just put it on the opposite side of the road. Keep houses on one side, and we can put our storage on the other side. Let's see. So something is still blocking me. I think... Oh. So a little bit further down I can build it. So I think maybe I can chop down this tree. I'm gonna need the wood anyways. There was actually an update to the game since the last time I played. Supposedly, they've added like some smaller little features to make it look nicer, like butterflies and fireflies. So we're just gonna have to keep our eyes open and see if anything new comes along. Let's see. There we go. Alright, and it's the next season. I am not quite done with the building yet, but I've made a lot of progress on it. So I'm gonna try to woo Adida some more.
How can I help you?
Let's talk to her. Okay, that worked. Let's see. Okay. She likes jokes. And that's all she's gonna let me say this time.
Have a good day.
Okay. So I need a bunch more sticks for what I'm working on. So I'm just gonna grab these sticks right here. I think the... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the exploding leaves are actually a new feature. I don't think the exploding leaves were in the older version. If so, that's pretty cool. A little extra added effect when you're breaking up the twigs. Okay. Now I think I leveled up a little bit in my skills. So I have another 2 extraction points, so I'm gonna level up Mule again. And let's see. Maybe wood cutting. No, probably miners. No, actually, additional resources from deposits is probably better. And then over here, I believe we just have the excavation shed unlocked. Okay. So now, what I am going to do is see if I can hunt anything. We make, let's say, 3 spears. Okay. And what I'm gonna try hunting is a deer, if I can find one. Here we go. since I injured it, it should be a little bit slower. Let me run up closer. It hasn't been badly injured yet. Oh no. Where are you going? You're gonna leave me all over. I gotta be careful that it doesn't run somewhere dangerous. Like amongst... grab me that. If it ran into a pack of, like, wolves or near a group of wisens, it could be pretty dangerous. So as you can see, it does start to slow down as it gets more injured, which is why that first blow is really important. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to stab you now. Okay, a punch is what killed it. Okay, I punched it to death. Okay, 15 meat, so hopefully that'll be enough for a Daida for a little while. So the resource storage is only good for supplying or storing non-edibles. So anything like food needs to be stored by itself. And we're gonna eventually get a food storage, so that way we don't have to put the food in the houses, but until then, we're just gonna have to manually put that in there. Hopefully a Daida won't be living by herself too long, though. Okay, with a successful hunt out of the way, let's see, I need to do some quests for some neighbors, talk to Dobraniga, and I also need to get a Daida working. So what I'm gonna do is build a little wood shed. Let's see, over here, it's gonna be under extraction and woodshed. And I'm going to put that right here. Yeah, all the way on the edge. Let's see. I'm gonna need some more stones. There are a bunch of stones around here, so I can just grab a bunch. Let's see. Okay, that should be all I need. Gonna have to chop down another tree. Always need a lot of wood in this. Luckily, once a Daida starts actually gathering wood, she's gonna start putting the wood in that storage shed, and that means that hopefully I won't actually need to gather it myself. Hopefully she'll be gathering all that I need. Or at least most of it, so that way I don't have to cut down as many trees. I'll still need to cut down trees that are, like, in the way, but aside from that, I won't need to worry about cutting down trees. Okay. There we go. So once this is built, I can just come over here. I'm going to assign a worker, a Daida. I'm going to come here. I'm gonna say about, let's start it off with like 50% logs and 50% sticks, since I need both for building. Now you'll actually notice that it's saying working on the sticks, but no tool for the logs. What that means is that logs require a tool to be able to gather, but sticks don't. So she can just get sticks no matter what. And if you look over here on the main page, it'll actually tell you that the tool that you need is this axe. So we can build an axe. I'm going to gather a few more sticks. Build this axe, and then it's just a stone axe. It does have a durability, and as she uses it, it will actually wear down and break. But it'll keep her busy. Oops, sorry. It'll keep her busy for a little while. So now we can come here and yeah. So every day she's gonna get 30 logs and 45 sticks, which is probably plenty of logs for like a regular building. Maybe not enough sticks, but that's okay. We're gonna start her at that for now, let her work on it. And we can go and do some quests for some neighbors. We can also talk to Dobraniga. She'll give us some food. So I'm gonna run over there, and once I reach Dobraniga, I will be back. Okay, and I'm back here to talk to Dobraniga. Hello, what can I help you with? Hi, you're Dobraniga, right? Nice to meet you. I'm Rasimir. That's right, nice to meet you too, Rasimir. What brings you to me? Unigos told me that you can fix me up with some food. I haven't eaten a proper meal in weeks. Well, it depends what proper means to you, but I can offer you something warm and filling. That sounds more than amazing. There you go. Now tell me something about yourself. How do you know my husband? There's nothing much to say, really. I've just arrived at the valley looking for my Uncle Jordan. Didn't expect to be done searching so quickly, to be honest. Oh yes, he was Unighost's friend. I remember now hearing that he had eyes just like yours. I'm sorry for your loss. That's okay. I don't even remember him, really. Most that I know about him is from my mother's stories. She always looked up to her big brother, loved him furiously even when he stopped visiting. A lot of people did, from what I've heard. There was something special about him. Yeah, tough shoes to fill, huh? The only shoes that you need to worry about filling are your own. Every man is the architect of his own fortune. Thank you for saying that. It's what I needed to hear. But let's not talk about me anymore. What's your story? I was a part of a traveling band of troubadours. I've never managed to learn how to play any instrument, but I was pretty decent with my singing. Our travels brought us to the valley not long after the death of your uncle. I still remember seeing Unigost for the first time. He had so much sadness in his eyes. Jordan wasn't just a friend of his, he was a part of him. The band left a few days later. I stayed. There was something in Unigost's presence that I simply knew my place was by his side. You probably noticed the age difference. No, not really. What? Are you implying that I look old? Nothing of sorts. Anyway, so it looks like you were anchored here by love. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, you could call it that. Or blindness. Or stupidity. Poor judgment, maybe. Whatever sounds best to you. Pretend all you like. You fell hard for the grandpa with sad eyes, and you know it. I did. He annoys me sometimes like nobody else, yet I can't imagine breathing without him now. But don't let me go all soft on you. You surely got some places to go. It was a pleasure talking with you, Dobraniga. Every second of it. Here, I know it's not much, but it will come in handy when starting a new life. Everything costs coins these days. I really appreciate that, but I'm not looking for a charity. I'll manage. Oh, come on, don't try to be a hero. Men. Alright, do something for me then. It won't be a handout, just your first pay. That I can agree on. What do you need? There's a farmer in the village. She's called Jargonioa. She usually supplies the tavern with rye, but I haven't gotten anything from her in a while. My stock is almost gone, and you don't even want to imagine what would happen to these people when we run out of beer. Consider it done. While we're speaking of beer, Unigost asked me to grab a couple for us. Of course, here you go. Great, thank you. He promised to tell me some stories about Jordan. Oh, I see. Well, in that case... Haha, thank you. Okay, now that I've done talking to her, I can come over here. She actually gave me more oat ale than I need to deliver to Unigo, so I'm gonna have some extras that I can sell if I want to. Let's see. So... right now, Adaida is living in a house by herself. I can put a guy over there with her. So I'm looking to see, and actually, this guy right here looks like he'd be perfect for that. So he's good at excavating, farming, and crafting. So I think he's going to be really great.
How can I help you?
So he's going to join, and if I open up my tab and go to my management, I can go to the house here. The one with the little blue person is where I live, so you can't assign anybody there. I can assign Zabor. here with Adida. So now what's going to end up happening is they can potentially fall in love. So Adida, well, I actually have some competition now. I have to win over Adida before she falls in love with him and has a child. So that's something that I am going to have to worry about. But I think I can probably win her over. Also, I forgot to go over these as I was looking at them, but Prowler, you just make less noise when sneaking. That's fine when you get like Predator, so you move faster while sneaking, but right now you move so slowly that I don't really see much point in doing it. Steady Hand is steadier aiming with ranged weapons, which is nice, but we're not really using any ranged weapons that really need that right now. So I'm just going with the common, more experience from hunting activity, so that way I can level up a little bit faster with hunting. Okay, so now I can talk to other individuals, and I need to do 2 quests. So I'm gonna talk to this guy over here and see what he needs done. Is it you? Yeah, it's you.
Be welcome, stranger.
I lost my bucket that I need for milking. Could you bring me another? Sure. And that's pretty much what side quests really are. Mostly they're just gonna... What is wrong with your leg? That looks so strange to me. So mostly what we're gonna be doing with these quests is just bringing them an object, you know, cutting down trees, things like that. They're gonna ask us to do something very simple. So it's not very in-depth. What do you need, Alwyn? Now, Alwyn is actually part of a major side quest, so he's going to have several quests that you have to do for him, and they're actually going to be pretty unique. What can I do for you? Hi, my name is Rasimir. Hi, I'm Alwyn. I don't recognize you. Are you new here? I came here from the south. I'm looking for a new place for myself where I can start a new life. Good luck to you, then. As for me, I am a farmer. My job is to cultivate fields. In fact, I do the same work every day, year by year. Doesn't it get boring over time? If I were you, I would die of monotony. Of course it bores me. How long can you do the same thing in your life over and over again? But my family needs my help, and I am doing my best to provide for them. I did not mean to offend you. I'm sorry. There's no need for you to apologize. I'm a little bit annoyed and short-tempered recently. There's a delicate matter that won't let me focus on my work. What's that, Alwyn? Maybe I could be of some aid. It may seem petty, but I'm really tired of my mother's conflict with Yargniwa. Her son, Dalibor, won't leave my little sister Olga alone. I understand it's just a game for him. After all, when I was his age, I played with Dobromira, his older sister. I pretended to be a knight, equipped with a stick instead of a sword. But anyway, I managed to protect her honor. Like every knight does. It's adorable in its way. Anyway, let's get down to earth. I think he needs something to keep him busy and away from my sister, so that you could work with a clear mind again, huh? It would be nice, indeed. I'll see what I can do. Okay. Let's see. So, missing bucket, Alwyn's story. So I will give Dalibor a stick. I actually like doing Alwyn's story a lot more than the main story, to be honest. It's far more interesting to me. So I'm gonna come over here. Grab a stick. Deliver to Dalibor. Where is he? He's right over here. There we go. Hi. Hi, you're Dalibor, right? Yes. You look very strong for your age. Have you ever thought of becoming a knight? It's my dream. Are you a knight? No, but I know quite a lot about them. Did you know that many of them started learning to fight with a wooden sword already at your age? Where could I get such a sword, not a knight? It just so happens that I have one with me, and I can give it to you, because you are clearly worthy. I'm honored. It may look inconspicuous, but it is certainly an excellent practice weapon for an aspiring knight like you. It looks a bit like a regular stick, to surprise your opponents. And do you know what else knights do besides fighting battles? They ride horses. This as well, but most of all, they protect the ladies and children from danger and make sure that no harm is done to them. Really? Sounds like a lot of work. Yes, this is the most important principle of chivalry. Alright, thank you for the sword, not a knight. Now I'm going to defend those in need. You're welcome, young master. You're welcome. So he should be happy now, and we can go back to Alwyn, and hopefully this counts as a quest for the neighbors. It may only be like the side quests and not the story quests that count, but we'll find out in just a second. So now I can talk to Alwyn. I have solved your problem with Dalibor. Yes, I saw him running around the village with a stick. You must have an amazing gift of persuasion. This young one does not listen to anyone. You gave me an idea with that stick in the story about a knight. By the way, I got this bread from Dobromira as an apology for her brother's behavior, but I think you've earned it. Here, take it. Thank you. No problem. It's the most refined bread you've eaten. Our Castellan's wife makes them in our local tavern. Oh, do you happen to know the man in charge, Unigost, as well? No, not really. I spend most of the time on the field, and our paths only cross when it's time to pay some taxes. Alright then. See you soon. Alright, so I got some dynasty reputation, and then I have to wait for the next summer. And that did not count. Maybe because it's still on 1, so it hasn't actually been finished, but that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and get a missing bucket. Let's see. Okay. Also, if you look at the quest, it'll tell you when it ends, so this one will expire this season. You don't actually lose anything by not doing the quests, as far as I'm aware, so there's really not any reason to not grab all the quests that you can. So, in order to build a bucket, let's see, I don't think I can build one here, no. So, I'm going to head back and actually work on the next step. Let's see, so if I come to management, you can see that Sabor doesn't really have a job, and the woodshed, you can see 1 out of 1, that means that it can only have 1 person working there. So I need to build something else for Sabor to work on. While he's busy trying to woo my future wife, he needs a job himself. Now, I could put him on extraction. That would be a really good goal for him to work on, a really good job. I could have him doing wood as well, but I've also unlocked, if I come over here to technology, I've also unlocked the excavation shed, which also uses the excavation skill, so he'd be very good at that as well. But he's also really good at crafting, and if I come over here, I can build a workshop. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to build this workshop, and I'm going to have him start building things. The workshop will also allow me to build a bucket. So I just need some planks for that, which should be easy enough to get. So that's what I'm going to work on right now. I'm going to get him set up. Okay, there he is. I'm going to get him set up working on crafting things. And I'll eventually probably move him to extraction, but maybe not. We'll see what I'm going to use him for. Some rye grain. And some poppy seed. That's good. I'm gonna start a farm fairly soon, but I need to get a few more things set up going before that happens. Like, I'm gonna need a steady supply of food, so I'm gonna need to get a hunter soon. Until then, I'm gonna have to do all the hunting myself. So it really just kind of depends on what you're prioritizing early on. You can either have people getting things to help you build more, or you can have people getting you like food, so that way you don't have to go out and hunting. It really kind of just depends on what you're after, what you think you need the most. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up these maple stumps. See. And I think now, let's see, production, workshop, yeah, right here. Okay, great. And now I can come over here, and do I have enough coins to buy it? I have 90 coins, so I don't have enough coins, but that's okay. let's see. I'm gonna come up to management. Let me see what the woodshed is gonna produce. I think what I'm gonna do is produce a little less of these, maybe 20 a day, right? And then I'm gonna start producing some planks. So that way I can start crafting. Okay, so this should be pretty good. So that means that I can make like 2 buckets no, I can make 4 buckets a day, because I'm gonna make 2 planks at a time, and I'm gonna do that 4 times in a day. So that means each day I'm gonna get 8 planks, and it takes 2 planks to make a bucket. So I'll be able to make a bucket every day. And I can take those buckets and I can sell them. Now, I am going to, let's see, is it bedtime yet? Let me see. Not yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to go to sleep because I'm not gonna be able to sell anything or do anything. I'm gonna run back to the town on the next day, and I'm going to sell one of those rye beers that I picked up. And that will hopefully allow me to buy that recipe that I need for the bucket, and then I can actually start making buckets and then selling buckets. Okay, and here I am back in the village, and I found this guy who you can tell from the little symbol up right here on the little compass at the top. You can, and then right next to his name, so he's actually a shopkeeper. That's what that little symbol means. This is another shopkeeper over there. She actually sells gifts. That's what the ring means. So what you're really looking for is that little bag, which means shopkeeper, and then the item next to the bag tells you what type of items they sell.
A newcomer.
But
hello there.
you should be able to sell anything that you want to them. Even, let's see. So even if they don't sell it, you can sell it. So I can sell a single oat, right? That should be all I need. And I now have 90 more gold, bringing me up to 180.
See you soon.
So what I can do now is I can come to my management, or technology rather. I'll go to the workshop and I'll buy a bucket. And then while I'm at it, I think I'm going to buy a spoon or a ladle. They both, or a log. Small wicker basket, that's 15. 3. It's the same price as these. So I could do a small wicker basket, which takes 5 sticks and sells for 15, or I could do wooden spoon, which takes 3 sticks, or it takes 1 stick and sells for 3. The price to stick ratio is the same for both of them, so it shouldn't really matter. What's going to come down to it is how long each one takes to craft. So I'm probably just going to start with the small wicker baskets. They're going to take longer to craft, but they might end up... yeah, I'll do that one. So we'll make some small wicker baskets. So now what I can do is I can come over here. I can go to the workshop. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to assign Sabor over there. Then I'm going to come over here. And I don't have... Let's see. I don't have any materials yet. That's a problem. So the no resources means that what he needs to make it doesn't exist in storage yet, and he's going to need planks. Remember that I just started Adida making planks as well. If we come over here to the woodshed, she's just started working on that. So it'll take her a little bit of time to make it, but then once she makes it, he'll be able to start crafting that. So I'm going to check in on that in a little bit to see how much he can actually make per day. So remember that I can make like 4 buckets a day. So what I'm going to end up doing is having him craft those 4 buckets a day and then spending the rest of his time making some making some of the wicker baskets to sell. So we do need a way of generating profit, and that's what the wicker baskets are going to do. They're going to let us actually make some money. Now right now I'm heading to the next village, right over there on the horizon. I'm going to look for another quest that I can do over there. So I'm just going to run over here and see if anybody has any quests for me to do. Okay, and here I am at Baranica. So there are 2 exclamation marks here, so there's 2 quests. I only need to do 2, so I'm just going to talk to the people and pick one.
Greetings, stranger.
Oh, he needs an axe, so that should be easy enough to do. Right? He should... What type of axe does he need, actually? A stone axe. Okay, so that's easy enough to do. So I'm just going to grab some sticks and a couple of stones. Sticks. 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 And a couple stones. 1 and 2. So I'll craft him this stone axe. And then the bucket quest can be done right after. Okay, great. And so I only need to do one more quest, which will be the bucket quest. Out of curiosity, though, what other quest is here? What do you...
Be welcome, stranger.
Oh, no. So he's asking to cut down trees, and that's going to be like 20 trees that he needs cut down, so I'm not going to do that right now. I'll do that well, the quest will go away at the end of the season, but, you know, I do not have the time for that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and really quickly, I'm going to, let's see, workshop. Okay, so he's only... I've leveled up in production quite a bit. Wow. Let's see. Still need to get farming set up soon. Let's see. So I'm going to go to management, and I'm going to see what the workshop is doing. So I'm going to lower the wicker basket, because he's only making half of a bucket every day. And remember, he can make 4 buckets because that's how many planks we're making. So I'm going to bring him up. Do I really need 4, actually? I'm probably only going to make 2. And then the extra planks I can use later on. So I'm going to make 2 of those, and then the rest is going to be wicker baskets. And I'm actually probably going to lower that amount of buckets that he's making even more later on. But yeah, that's what he's going to work on for now. And then I did level up diplomacy. So So empathy reveals NPC personalities during conversations. That is only useful when you're trying to woo someone, but it is pretty useful. Especially if you know what personalities they are, you can just Google it and use that personality to find all the correct answers. I'll admit that that's normally what I do, but for this playthrough, I'm thinking I'm just going to do it naturally and try to guess at the right answers. So instead, I'm going to go with barter. So better buying and selling prices. And then the next one, good host, slower mood reduction. 25% chance to get away with losing King's reputation after failing his challenges. This is a late game thing. We're not going to need that right now. Inspiring speech, faster production done by the NPCs. I think I'm going to do that. So that means the NPCs are just going to produce things faster, which is really nice. Okay. So now, actually, if I come over here, I think I can see. Does it show? Yeah, so that was 2.01 earlier, and now it's 2.11. I'm going to lower that down because I really only need 2.01 and increase the wicker basket a little bit more. So now we're going to be making 4 wicker baskets a day instead of like 3.5. Okay, now I'm gonna head back to my little settlement, and I'll catch you guys there. Okay, here I am back in my little village, checking out the new guy, hard at work, sweeping his workspace. And Adida's over there, sawing some wood. So yeah, things are looking nice, shaping up really well. And I think this is where I'm going to leave it for this episode. I believe next episode, I'm probably... Oh, well, first things first. Next episode, I'm getting everybody some food because they're a little bit hungry. So luckily, we're in summer, so that's going to help us out a little bit. I'll explain that next video. But yeah, we're going to get everybody some food to start with, and then after that, we are going to complete the bucket quest, and maybe even look at getting some more villagers. Oh, and yeah, we're gonna woo Adida a little bit more because I totally forgot that it's a new day and I can do that. So we'll talk to her next episode. Okay, I think this is where I'm gonna leave it. Remember to like and subscribe if you like the video, and I will catch you guys next time.